Welcome back to CHOWTIME Pods. Your host, Red. Got a video today from Insolent Audits.
No one ever talks about the type of burnout you experience from being the only one keeping up with everything as a single mom. The type of exhaustion that sleep does not fix.
Who is not talking about this? Because I hear about this constantly.
Being a single mom means there's no, I got the kids, go lay down and take a nap. No backup, hey babe, I've got the kids, go take a break. Hey, can you take over for just a second? I need a moment to breathe. Just you, always you. You feel guilty for feeling tired. I'm mad at myself for being touched out and irritated. Constantly reminding myself that I'm doing the job of two people. I have to tell myself I'm doing a good job. Love that we give is unmatched, but sometimes we've got to give love to ourselves. But if I'm being real, it's okay to be burned out. Because if you're a single mom and you're not burned out, then you're not doing it all. Not lazy. You do deserve time to yourself. Not complaining. It is hard. But I just want you to know that you're killing it. You're like me today and just in survival mode and completely irritated with yourself because you're exhausted. Check in, double tap, comment something, because I'm feeling totally defeated today and exhausted.
And remember, they chose this life.
Hi. So, as a parent, as a single parent, I try my very, very, very hardest to not forget things and keep things scheduled and to stay organized. Today's not that day for me. So for my job, I'm everywhere. I'm at the shop, I'm in the field, I'm back and forth, I'm literally everywhere. While I was leaving the shop just now, headed to the field, I had to check the heat input from one of my welders, and I'm badging into the gate, and then I get a text from my daughter. Hey mama, what are you doing? I said, I'm about to badge into the plant, baby, what are you doing? She said, oh, I'm just at home, mama. And I said, okay, baby. At this point, I'm already in the plant, I'm doing what I gotta do. And then she texts me like, are you gonna be able to make it to my doctor's appointment? Yeah, she has a doctor's appointment, and I have to be there because she's not 18 yet. So I'm hauling butt to the doctor's now. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you don't. I'm hoping today I can still win. Have a great day, guys.
Show of hands for everybody who knew. Bingo.
Honestly, I want to know what is the objective of all these videos. These single mothers, self-inflicted single mothers, may I add to that, decide that, hey, you know what? Since I did this to myself and I put myself in this position, and most importantly, I put my children in this position of depending only on one parent because I can't fix things with the baby daddy or I left the baby daddy, this qualifies me to make some TikToks, to start up a pity party, to tell everybody, hey, being a single mom is super tough. But
I mean, that's what TikTok kind of is for women, is a big pity party.
But I'm doing everything I can to make it work. Okay,
Attention.
Good for you. Do you want a cookie? Seriously? I mean, I have to ask, on a per capita basis, how many single dads out there are making TikTok accounts and putting videos on blast out there explaining, hey, it's tough being a single dad, and by proxy, putting their kids' business out there because don't sugarcoat it, honey. You put your kid's business out there that your kid has a doctor's appointment. Heck, if they were your employee, you just broke the HIPAA law. But the point is, how is it that you, being an adult, handling the situation that you put yourself into, warrants you to put on a pity party video out there, trying to achieve who knows what? If anything, Queen, this girl thinks that you're trying to achieve like the ultimate pat on the back. As in, hey, can the entire TikTok community...
I mean, pretty much. That's what all women want, is just always constant pat on the back for every little thing they do.
like throw a bunch of comments back there? So I feel like I'm actually crushing it when in reality, I'm just doing everyday things. Oh well, moving on.
Hi, David. Thanks for the response.
I think men will not approach because they will fear rejection most of the time, or think you may be waiting for someone else to sit back. Men seldom get approached by women, but we would like to being.
I'm not sure that it provided any more enlightenment. I mean, not really, because I have questions. Anyway, but thank you. Seriously, I was just kidding. But thank you for the response. So, but I do have a couple follow-up questions. Number one, you said that some men maybe not approach because, they might be intimidated. So I have heard this before. There was a kind of like a guy friend of mine.
It's not like intimidation that we're scared of you or something. It's intimidation we're scared of the laws that are going to take us to jail.
He told me that that I was very intimidating. What makes somebody like intimidating? Because I don't feel like I would be. I guess I just don't understand what would make
Like us men really need to stop using that word to like ease the rejection on the women. Just tell them we don't like them.
Somebody not approach somebody else because you're intimidated. Do they have like a rusty face? Do they have,
Maybe.
can I say that? Do they just don't look approachable? Can you narrow that down? Or are we just like tossing out a word like, well, they're, intimidating? I'm not a big person. I'm a small person. I'm like 5 foot tall and 110 pounds. So, I can't be intimidating because my size, well, unless that's scary. I don't know.
Your attitude might be a bad attitude or a very masculine attitude.
But what would make somebody intimidating? You also said that men would like to be approached. You said men seldom get approached by women, but you would like to be. Jack also said the same thing. So, in guys, anybody that's watching this, is that true? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know any other single women, and we've never, the 1-2 people that I do know that are single females, and we've never had this conversation. But in general, I'm assuming, I don't know, because I can only go based on how I feel.
Well, hold up there, Queen. You started off saying that he said that men don't approach women because they get intimidated, and supposedly that's from that comment. Let me read that comment out to everybody. It says, I think men will not approach because they fear rejection most of the time, or think you may be waiting for someone, so they sit back. Men seldom get approached by women, but we would like to. And it gets cut off right there. Did I miss something? I didn't say the word intimidated there. I mean, is this a case of where women hear one thing and they interpret it in their overly complicated minds as if they heard something else? As in, well, he didn't say intimidated, but he meant to say intimidated, so I'm going to run with that. No, sister. Let me tell you something. Men don't get intimidated by women. Do you even know the definition of the word intimidated? Well, a quick Google search will clear this up. Intimidate. Frighten or overawe someone, especially in order to make them do what one wants. So intimidate means that you will force a person to do what you want through fear. So exactly how is what he just said intimidation? Are women getting men to do what women want men to do by inserting fear in them?
No, we don't do what women do or want us to do because we're scared. No. We usually do it because we actually want to do it and we care.
No, he said no. Some men are afraid of rejection, and I'll add to that. Other men just won't bother because they know they're going to be rejected. They have other means. So where does this woman get the intimidation aspect from? Oh, I forgot. The sisterhood, of course. That's not what he said. It's what he meant to say. Now, sister, as for your question, if you've heard the word intimidated before, first of all, most men will not say intimidated. Only the blue pill beta simps will say intimidated. Now, why would a man say the word intimidated towards a woman? It's not for the reasons you think it is. The most common one is because you have these beta simps that will repeat what a woman says in order to appease your ego, thinking that it's going to give them a shot. That's like the number one aspect. And
I said it. Men just need to stop using that word to women because women are confused.
Another reason why men would use the word intimidated is simply put, they don't want to deal with you. So if they just tell you, hey, you know what? You're intimidating. I'm walking away now. They'll cut to the chase. They'll get away from you.
That's probably the biggest one that I see men using intimidation, or the word, the actual word, is when they just don't really want to deal with this person and they're just trying to push on.
And a third reason would be because you're annoying. So they just say intimidated to get it over with. Yeah, you intimidate me. Get the hell away from me. And would guys like to be approached by women? Yeah, who wouldn't? It's real simple. Men are very simple creatures. They like communication. If you like the guy, treat him like a human being, approach him and just say, hey, how you doing? Start a conversation with him. I don't know why women complicate the hell out of this, but let's hear what else she has to say.
I don't know that I could ever approach a man. But my self-esteem is not great. So my fear of rejection is huge. So, okay, I guess, it goes both ways, right? However, as a female, I don't know, maybe I'm a little old school. Maybe I still...
Or just old.
The idea of being approached and, feeling special, whatever, still, kind of resonates with me, But, what is the census for the majority of the men out there? Would you love for a woman to approach you? And women, if there's any women watching this, how do you feel about that? Are you comfortable approaching a male? Have you? Do you want to? Do you think that the table should be flipped?
Like, do you want the man? Like, put in some work, people. Like, men and women. If you want that person, put in some work. If that person doesn't want you, then move on.
My last question, David, is you said that you're just not even trying anymore. I have heard that it is a show out there. Part of the reason why I just don't even want to be like up in the mix. I don't know what's going on. I hear that people are just, intentions are not good, things like that. I personally don't want to be lumped into that group of shenanigans of whatever's going on. Like I don't know. Like I hear things and I just don't want to be part of any of that. So, but for you, why? Like why you're just done trying, you know, I mean, have you just been burned way too many times? I'm just kind of curious. I don't know.
Men have been burned plenty of times. We've been burned so much our asses are black from the char.
If we're all, like I said in I did a previous video, I guess we're all just going to be single and hanging out at home and nobody will ever know. Kidding. I don't know. Anyway, thank you. Thank you again for the response. I appreciate it. Let me know in the comments. Bye.
Wow, Kareem, that first minute you spend it to like spin around the long way of saying that women are lazy daters. Yes, this gorilla's gonna say it. Because every woman that says, well, I can't do the approaching, I want a man to approach, that's lazy dating right there. Hold up a second. You women want equality, right? Oh, you want equality except when it comes to dating. I mean, you want equal pay, you want equal opportunities on everything, but you don't want to pay that date 50-50. No, that's a deal breaker. And you approaching the man? Oh, you don't want to seem desperate, but at the same time, you question where are all the good men? Why aren't the men approaching you? So when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm hot, I think I'm a 10, or let's be more realistic, I'm a 7 or an 8. But this guy who's hot, who I like, he's dating this girl that's a 5. Why is he dating that 5 when I'm a 7 or an 8? Why isn't he approaching me? Well, how about this? Maybe that girl is cool, all right? Maybe she...
That's the simplest. She's probably cool.
Treated him like a person. She actually talked to him. She delved into more things than just the physical. And wasn't annoying, wasn't beating around the bush, wasn't demanding a whole lot. She just presented herself as somebody very cool to hang out with. And the guy was like, hey, you know what? This works. I mean, don't kid yourself, Queen. All women love to say that they hate it that men objectify them. But who are the ones who doll themselves up, put on the war paint, put on skin tight clothes, and go around trying to make themselves look younger and prettier, objectifying themselves to begin with? That's you, Queens. You don't see most men plaster around makeup to try to attract you because they know that you're not going to come and talk
I mean, I got some face care products, but no makeup here.
to them. You don't approach. And you said, oh, you have a confidence problem. I could never approach a guy. Well, then, you know the saying, you lose every shot you don't take. This is why this gorilla says that women are lazy daters. They don't take their shots. I mean, let's be honest. What's your version of taking a shot? A guy you like, so you're going to walk.
This is their version of shot. And then you should just approach him after that. Obviously, my smile is crooked and not so friendly, but you know what I mean.
Next to him, you know, flexing a little bit, hoping that he notices you so he starts a conversation. That's your version of taking a shot. Sure, that'll work. Oh, it hasn't been working. I wouldn't know what's wrong with men.
You know, it shows women just get older. They never really get wiser or anything, right? Because the older they are, they still ask the same exact questions that all the younger women ask. Where are all the good men? Why aren't men approaching? And all these things. And it's just like, lady, you've been on this planet for so long now. But you still don't understand how the world works and how people work. Or even men work. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.